uh, for audio auditing work to be done compared to a transcription work. This will be your main goal. Now, to make sure this is reached, we have to establish an hourly deadline or an hourly quota. Now, for transcription work, if we follow the main goal above, which is 4 hours for a 30-minute file, then you should be able to transcribe, or you must transcribe at least 8 audio minutes in just an hour, in 1 hour. So take note of that ratio, 8 audio minutes of transcribed work in 1 hour. If you are consistently meeting this demand on an hourly basis, then you would definitely be able to finish a 60-minute file in 8 hours, right? So just do the math. 8 AMs times 60 minutes, or 8 AMs times 4, that's 32 AMs. So 30 to 32 AMs in 4 hours. So you will be definitely able to hit it. So always establish an hourly goal. Try to hit this hourly goal so that you will be able to hit your main goal. Okay, so try to discipline yourself to reach this hourly goal so that and maybe even do better than our usual hourly goal, so that if you hit a wall, maybe on some parts of the transcripts, you will be able to make it up by typing faster on those parts of the transcripts that are easy to transcribe. So always concentrate on your work. This is the key to productivity. Now, how about audio auditing? Since it will take a regular transcriptionist 2 hours to audio audit a 30-minute file, then the hourly goal should be 15 audio minutes audio audited per hour. So that's twice as that required for a transcriptionist or for a transcription work. Now try to aim for these hourly goals. It can definitely help your productivity and therefore improve your earning power. Now, one important thing to note is that transcription or audio auditing work are different in terms of productivity requirement. If you are assigned to audio audit a 30-minute file, the productivity equivalent is only 15 minutes, half the actual audio minutes, because it only takes a contractor to only to audio half the time to audio audit a file, audio audit the same file as compared to when you transcribe that same file. Okay, so take note of that ratio. So for transcription work, however, the productivity equivalent is always equal to the actual audio minutes of the file. So let's try to understand this better by looking at the example below. So let's assume you are a Tier 2 DE and was able to do transcription and audio auditing work for a given week. So take note. Let us say you were able to transcribe and audio audit a total of 5 files. So file number 1, the work type is DE work or transcription work, and the actual audio minutes for that file is 30 AM. So if you pass that file and you're a Tier 2 DE, then you get $7.50 for it, right? So 30 AMs times 25 cents. Now the actual productivity or the productivity equivalent for that is equal to the actual audio minutes, which is 30 AMs. So the ratio there is 1:1. So take note of that. Now, let's say you were given file 2, and this time you were asked to do audio auditing work. Now, the actual audio minutes for that file is still 30 AMs. Now, since this is audio auditing work, the rate, and let us assume you passed that file, the file passed QA review. So you are given the maximum rate of 50 cents per audio minute, so times 30, that will be equivalent to $4.50 for that file. However, the productivity equivalent for that file will only be 15 audio minutes. Take note of that. So it's not 1:1, but it's actually 1:2. Okay, or half the actual audio minutes, because it will only take you half the time when you audit a file compared to transcribing that same file. Okay, so take note of that. So if you're again given a file, another file such as file 3, and you're asked to do transcription work, and it's still 30 AMs, so the productivity equivalent is 30 AMs. If you're given another file and you're requested to do audio auditing work, a 30 AM file, then the productivity equivalent is only 15 AMs, and so on and so forth. So if we total that, so the total actual audio minutes is 150 AMs for those 5 files, right? And payment rate will always be based on the actual audio minutes. Remember, will always payment rates will always be determined on the actual audio minutes and not on the actual productivity. However, if you total the payment column, that will roughly correspond to $31.50. However, your actual productivity is only 120 AMs. Okay, since two of those 5 files are only audio audited, not transcribed. So instead of giving them a full 30 AM of actual productivity, it is only half, which is 15 for each. So that's why you get a total of 120 AMs. Of course, if this is the number you got at the end of the week, then you're definitely still an active contractor, right? Now, to reiterate, all payments will depend on the actual audio minutes transcribed or audio audited. However, actual productivity will depend on the type of work done on a particular assignment, whether it is DE or AA work. So in the example above, the contractor was able to reach the minimum productivity required to be with Babbletype since his or her actual productivity for the week is 120 AMs. So always remember that number.